Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me again. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe. This is a general reading. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have Pluto transformation. So you are Scorpio, so this is going to resonate with you, on your energy level. In any case, Pluto rules your sign. So with this, I feel coming in, looking at your chart in general, it looks to me like there seems to be an element of wanting to actually get onto your proper path, or to go after the things that you really, really want. And this is important because it's kind of a theme right the way throughout your chart. It's affecting everything, your work, your career, just a whole lot of things. And it's almost like you've reached a point now where you really, really have to decide what it is you really want. What do you really want at this time? So transform your desires to make them work for you. Really have a deep self-analysis. That's what this card is about. Really decide what it is you want. You're going to be sort of driven to explore that in a number of ways as well. With Pluto, you could have things coming to the surface. Pluto is the lord of the underworld, so things will come up from underneath, and this could be secrets, or it could be your hidden feelings or somebody else's hidden feelings, or just anything that has not been seen up until now could be rising to the surface for attention. Endings and beginnings always come with this card, but it really is about sort of self-discovery and deciding which way you're going to go now. Okay, so in the first house we have part of fortune increase. Very nice card to be having in the first house. First house is the house of the self. So this is what you project outwards, what other people pick up, what they see, what they feel. But it's also yourself, everything to do with yourself, your physical body, your vitality, your energy, your life force. It's your personal independence, how you are making your way through the world. It's all your self-oriented interests. And it's also your appearance. So, you may look at yourself and see yourself one way, and other people will look at you and see something else. So it's all about that, but it's what you project. So it's yourself, and everything to do with you. So it's your personal independence and making your way in the world on a sort of a daily basis, what you're aiming for, what you think you want to do right now. So as I said, with this card, things are going to be driving you now to really activate what you want, and this card is certainly going to help you with that. It is kind of linked with your 12th house, which is Jupiter abundance. So the 12th house rules all the unconscious motivations, drives, mechanisms, complexities, and so on, which rules a great portion of our lives. So with that coming in, that is going to give you a tremendous boost to really let go of troublesome problems and move forward. It's going to lift you up. It's really going to give you a boost. So take advantage of that boost now and harness the energies of this card, because this is really all about, again, it's about hidden things rising to the surface. So you could very well have a karmic trigger of some kind. So this could be some event that occurs and it propels you to examine certain things. And usually this is stirring of hidden talents or abilities. When we say hidden, it could be something that takes you by surprise. Gee, I'm actually quite good at that. Or it could be something that you were kind of aware of, but perhaps during your growing up years, it wasn't seen as a viable talent or a viable ability, or it wasn't the done thing, or it was taboo, or whatever. However, it's something that you may have been aware of, but it's never really been harnessed by you. You haven't focused on it. It's just something that you know you can do, but you've never really looked at it. So that could all be stirring for you at this time. So it's discovering certain things about yourself, and it may come through a karmic trigger. So what this card is asking you is what aspect of yourself has been overlooked or not harnessed at this time. So it really is your pot of gold. this is something that you can really use to put yourself in a very good position, or you may have to learn more about it, or you may be able to teach about it. It's something that you have innately. It could even be karmic, as I said, from something from the past, but it's something that it's your pot of gold, it's your own personal pot of gold, and usually it's something that we've overlooked. It's something we haven't really focused on. So it could be that in order to monetize that, or to work that into your life better, you need to learn more about it, or you may be taking teaching, or you may be giving teaching on it. But with this card, you can expect an easier flow going forward, at this time. Good fortune is coming for you with this. Any sort of promotional or public relations work is going to do well for you. And that goes hand in hand with your house of groups, contacts, networks, which is all about action, taking action on that. So you can expect to have good leads. You're going to have things working for you this month. Things are going to be really going to be working for you. There's stuff going on in the background. Opportunities are going to come to you, and it's up to you how you use them and how you're going to take this and move forward with it. You've got a very, very good spread, this month, and it's really all about you and how you are going to use everything that's coming to you at this time. So if you need to promote something, or you need to be talking to people about things, then really this is a very good time to be doing that. This card is also about recognition and achievement. So you could be recognized in something, or you could be achieving a great deal at this time. Your popularity could be high, but it's all about moving ahead at this time. Really, you've got a wonderful opportunity and the potential to achieve great things. So it could also be that you have a fated relationship coming into your life. This is somebody, in whatever form, this is somebody who is going to come in to assist you at this time. And the two of you will help each other, and you will actually achieve more if you work together in this than if you had tried to do certain things on your own. So keep a lookout, keep a lookout, keep it on your radar. Somebody may be coming in to assist you at this time. Then in the second house, we have Virgo, I analyze. So this is your house of income. It's also the house of your self-worth and your values. So your value system, what you value in yourself, what you value in others, what you value in your environment. And this goes towards possessions, ownership as well. This second house is also about property, real estate, land, anything to do with that falls into the second house. So with this coming in, it's asking you to analyze your situation at this time. So you're going through a transformational period, which is indicated by the Pluto card. So what do you want? What do you really want? What do you want to do? How do you want to make your money that you are, your income that's coming in for you? How are you going to make that work for you? Is your self-worth what it should be right now? What are you valuing? Are your values, are your expectations set high enough? And so on. This is a sifting and a sorting energy. What is working for you? What is not? Analyzing that. It's all about numbers. It's about figures. It's about systems. It's also writing. You may be involved in, contracts or documents of some kind. This is very much the declutter card of the zodiac. So this can be an emotional declutter, and it can also be a physical declutter. In whatever way that is. It could also be just that you own a lot of things that are not actually working for you, or they're not functioning correctly, or, so really it's very much a time of sifting and sorting, and only have around you or with you what it is you really need. And that goes for your self-worth as well. If you're giving yourself a lot of negative self-talk, which can come with Virgo, a lot of criticism, a lot of nitpicking, if you're doing that to yourself, you're not going to help yourself at all. So positive self-talk, positive attitude, positive mindset. How can you be helpful, constructive, give good advice, be reliable, and so on. All of these traits you need to do for yourself, but you can also be asked to do them for other people. And that is going to ultimately boost your income as well. So declutter, whatever that means for you, emotional or physical, declutter, get organized, watch your health and diet at this time. If you need to channel income into that, do so. Just focus on being useful and constructive at this time, and giving useful and constructive advice if you're called upon to do that. But really put it in for yourself and use that to navigate these times. Avoid criticizing, nitpicking, and worrying, which can come in with the Virgo card. Third house, we have water element sensing. So third house is your house of communication. This is to anybody. It can be on a wider audience. It can be just to the people around you at this time, but it's communication in general. This is written, verbal, body language even. This house also rules documents and contracts. It also rules short journeys, local trips. This communication house can also be to specific people. So this can be to general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, and even your neighbors can come in because it's your local environment, right? So water element sensing, you're going to need to trust your instincts and intuition over logic at this time, all right, with this card. So go with your gut feels and your intuition. If there are any storms going on around you, and particularly from a communication point of view, any storms going on, just let matters flow. Keep your boundaries strong at this time, because with this energy, you will be more compassionate and more understanding. And sometimes people can take advantage of that. They see you behaving that way, or you're coming across in that way, and they will swoop in and try and take advantage. So make sure your boundaries are strong. You may have low energy at this time. So when it comes to communicating with others, you may just feel that you need to pick your battles. You need to just pick your battles and retreat if need be. So, keep your boundaries strong. It's a very, very good time to spend time in reflection on your own, doing your own things. So this is withdrawal. It's a time of withdrawal to gather your strength. Your energy will not be at its highest levels. This is a pause period before action. So during the course of the month, you're probably going to find you're going through cycles where you just need to withdraw periodically to get your energy right, to think about what you want to do, to dream, to plan, and to rest as well. Because when you rest, then all these, you give yourself time to breathe, Artistic endeavors, anything to do with artistry of any kind or creativity is going to be enhanced with this energy, because it's a rest period, and that allows your mind to rest, and then the artistic side and the creative side can flourish. It's a time of not so much doing, but just being. It's a time of contemplation, so spend time in rest, because that's going to help you going forward. You may enjoy trips to water bodies at this time, so that will be the sea, lakes, rivers, any kind of water body, to rest and recharge will be very beneficial for you. Okay, in your fourth house, you have South Node Life's Debts. So your South Node is coming into your house of your home and your family. So this is your home as in your physical structure, so the actual house or the place where you are residing right now, but it can also be the atmosphere in the home and the people in your home, and it's also about the relationship that you have with your family history, your roots, your foundation, where you come from, your ethnic identity and your ancestry, and so on. So with South Node Life's Debts coming in, this is quite a tough card to be having in your fourth house. It's the house of endings and beginnings, and any debts, karmic debts, are going to be collected at this time. So it could also be that old issues or situations that you've been in or that have kind of ruled your life need to be cast off at this time, or they will fall away, or you need to just let go of them. But it's a casting off of old things, old situations, old issues that are just not serving you anymore. So anything that's holding you back now, because you've got so much forward energy, you've got so much ideas energy and going after what you want. You don't want all these old things, attitudes, beliefs, limitations, past problems to be holding you back now. Anything unfinished or unresolved, take steps to sort them out and clear them from your energy. As I said, endings and beginnings. It will be swift changes coming for you. You're going to be literally forced out of your rut or out of your comfort zone. It's going to be very uncomfortable for a while until you find your feet. So deal with anything that is unfinished and unresolved right now. Make a clean cut and sort it out. It's very much a turning point card. It's about dropping baggage as well, emotional baggage, physical baggage, whatever it is. If you've got things stuck in storage somewhere, get rid of that, because it's an energy drain. Anything in storage is a massive energy drain. it really is a wake-up call now, a turning point in your life, and it comes into your house of home and family. So now people could be changing in your house. People could be leaving your home, others coming in, and so on. This is also a very good time to be connecting with soul family. These are people that you have some kind of deep connection with. You may not necessarily know them very well when you meet them, but they're coming in, they're serving a purpose in your life, and they're going there to assist you in some way, and you are performing the same function in their life. So karmic ties, you have deep karmic ties, but it's soul family, soul tribe, and they're there to assist you to move forward. And this is a moving forward card. You have to let go and move forward now. Then in the 5th house, we have Libra eye balance. So the 5th house is your house of recreational activities, fun activities, any pleasurable activities. And that can have a risk-taking element, so that can be gambling. It can also be following the stock exchange or the stock market. It's also the house of love affairs, so all pleasurable activities and everything that goes down in that love affair. It's also the house of children, your children or other children that you're associated with at this time. And it's the house of your creativity, your individuality, your originality, your stamp, your brand, how you express yourself at any given time. So we're all creative. We use our creativity every day, all the time. Not all of us are artistic, but if you are artistic, then this house will bring that out as well. So with the Libra eye balance card coming in, it is saying at this time, and this kind of was hinted at as well in your 1st house, is that it's a good time to link up with another at this time. Whether this is a partnership, could be business or a project that you're busy with, or something that you want to do, and that falls into the 5th house. So link up with another, or it could be a love relationship of some kind. But the opportunity to link up with somebody will be mutually beneficial. You'll have mutual support and so on. But it really is, you may already be in a partnership or maybe linked up with somebody already. And if that is the case, then you need to examine the balancing of your relationship with this person. So your needs and their needs, you need to balance that. So whether it's something that new that you're embarking on or whether it's an existing relationship, it's all about balance. So your needs can't be put on the back burner or be diminished in any way. It needs to be fair. There need to be rules in place, and you need to have equal give and take, all right? And you be mutually beneficial and mutually supportive. It's also, this card is got a very romantic element to it. So this could be a love affair, but it could also be that you are required to enjoy more romantic activities. And that's not necessarily with a partner. That can also be just for yourself. That's romantic activities. That's, bringing fresh flowers into your home, redecoration, beautiful objects that you're bringing into your home, art, enjoying any activities associated with the arts. So it's just enjoying fun, romantic activities or creative activities, enjoying outings to the arts, and that can be ballet, plays, it could even any kind of media, which is, it could even be film. Anything that is artistic and creative will be beneficial for you at this time. So it could also be outings to concerts, live events, and so on. Anything that is pleasurable and fun and recreational for you. It can also mean be touching on the beauty industry. So that's fashion and all things to do with beauty, cosmetics, perfumes, and so on, all come in under this as well. So it could be something to do with that. Perhaps it's a project you're involved in, or you just need to bring that more of that into your life, or you're busy with that. With your children even, or perhaps your children are busy enjoying these activities. But it's always about charm and refinement, and the search for that charm and refinement, and bringing that out in yourself and in others, in your children, and so on. It could also be that this card has a legal element to it as well, the scales of justice. So you could be involved in a legal conflict or matter or some kind of legality at this time. And this card always is about mediation and negotiation. So that is going to be required from you at this time, always about fairness and following the rules as well. Then you have the Venus card, which is kind of linked to this because Venus rules Libra. So you've got a lot of love in this aspect of your chart. So, but as I said, I feel this is all to do with about you deciding or you understanding what it is that you love about your life, what it is you want to do with your life, what it is you really want, and going for it, whether it's a career or a hobby or an interest or looking after your health or growing things or some kind of artistry or creativity. It really is about focusing on this now, and not just doing a job which is going to, bring you a decent income, but it's robotic and unfulfilling. No, those days are gone now. And with Venus and Libra coming in, and also you've got Chiron in your 10th house, it really is a time now to be moving forward with things that are good for you and are going to help you and are going to fulfill potential for you. So the 6th house is the house of work, workplace, work colleagues. It's also about your work routines, and it's also about mastery of your craft, whatever your craft is. It's also about health, diet, and lifestyle, and it's the house of pets as well. So with Venus love coming in, Venus is about love. Venus rules love. So Venus is love. So it's also about love what you do. So whatever you're doing in this 6th house, whether it's work related or your craft related or your health or diet and lifestyle related or your pets, love what is going on in this house. Follow your passions. It could be artistry, it could be creativity of some kind, it could be publishing, beauty, anything to do with beauty, fashion, jewelry, luxury goods or the creation of luxury goods. It's about art and galleries, anything to do with that. All things romantic come in with this card. Poetry, handcrafts, all of these things come in with this. So any one of these areas may be appropriate for you, or it could just be that you need to use your creativity more in this house. It's also about charm. As I said, with Venus rules Libra, so it's about being charming or bringing charm into your daily life. Perhaps you need to be more charming in your interactions with others. It's about being helpful, about being amenable, and it's always about balancing everything. Balance yourself and others, what you're doing, your interactions with others, and so on. It could also be that you are quite popular at this time, or your friendships are coming to the fore and are really important at this time. That could be friendships in your workplace as well. This card can also bring in windfalls, money, which may be appropriate for you at this time and may be coming in for you to do with your work or to do with your craft, or it could be a boost for your, something that you want to do with your lifestyle or your health and your diet. So if you do get a windfall or money, put it to good use. When it comes to your health and diet and well-being and so on, this card is always about love yourself first. Love yourself, love what you do, and everything flows from there. Your health will improve, your relationships will improve, your work will improve, everything improves. The minute you love yourself and you spread that around without emptying your cup constantly, then you got a lot to give, and things will start to change for you. But with the Venus card, it also is about relaxation, about home comforts, and nurturing of yourself and those around you, or finding nurturing in your health and your diet and your lifestyle. It's about nurturing foods. It's about nurturing your body, having a lovely environment, home environment, or lifestyle environment, which is nurturing for you. Coming with that, with Venus, is the love of sweet things and indulgent and luxuries as well. So just be balanced about that. You can spoil yourself a little bit, enjoy the odd sweet thing, but don't go overboard, which can happen with Venus. Then in the 7th house, we have Earth Element Desire. So this is an action card. It's coming into your 7th house. The 7th house is your house of your relationships, your close personal relationships. So this is one-on-one relationships. It could be with a love partner, or it could be with a business partner, or anybody else that you are in a close personal relationship with at this time. So fire element desire. Okay, so you're going to feel fired up And as I said, there's a stirring of energies going on. You're going to get this wonderful abundance, Jupiter abundance. There's another Jupiter card coming in there. So there's a lot of energy and a lot of things being stirred up for you at this time. Motivation. And that's what this card is about. So you're going to be fired up. A fire has been lit. You're going to be feeling very passionate. Whether this is, as I said, in a love relationship, or it could be to, harnessing that for a business partnership or some other kind of relationship you're involved in, but feeling passionate about what it is you want to do, how you want to take this relationship to the next level. Or it could be somebody coming in, or what you are doing is, so you're going after somebody. But the 7th house is normally committed relationships. So perhaps your relationship has been through a tough patch, and now is the time to address all of those issues and really take action on that. So go after what you want. A fresh start is indicated with this card. There could be very swift developments with this, very swift. But it's also got a clearing of the landscape energy. So it's about clearing the landscape, getting rid of things that are dead or have not prospered, or things that haven't worked, clearing the landscape, planting new things, and giving yourself that fresh start. It's also about honesty. So cards on the table with this card, definitely. Honesty, cards on the table. It's about taking measured action as well. With the fire element, you could be very, very headstrong and rushing around and so on. To get the best out of this card, it's about measured action, discipline. Taking leadership, you may also be needing to do that as well. Just be careful as well. You may have people around you who are giving you advice, but they're giving you the wrong advice. It's kind of well-meaning, and they think they understand your situation, or they think they understand you and your relationship or your significant other, but they actually don't. So, just be aware of that, that you don't accept this advice, which is not necessarily the right advice for you. You could also be dealing with ego issues, whether it's you or your partner, whichever ego issues may be coming up at this time, because this is a very motivating card, a very energetic card. Just beware of quick temper, rash decisions, or rash sort of actions, and rushing around, because you could really rush into walls as well, and undo what it is that you are trying to put in place with this. Then in the 8th house, we have Jupiter return benefits. So lovely card coming in for you, and especially in your 8th house. 8th house is the house of sexuality. It's the house of what goes on in committed relationships. So whether this is a marriage or a business partnership, it's the merging of your material and emotional resources. So the nuts and bolts of what you're bringing together when you join forces, okay? The nuts and bolts of that. It's got a very deep meaning, this house. It's also about endings and beginnings. It can be death, but it's normally symbolic, which can be ego death. It's also about regeneration, renewal of something. It's also the house of finance. This is big money, taxes, investments, insurances, accounting, banking. And it can also be about inheritances and legacies as well. So it's got that money element to it, and that does come in when you're merging emotional and material resources with another. That does come in. It's also the house of other people's resources. So you could be handling that as a profession as well. So with the Jupiter return benefits coming in, that's exactly what it is. It's a benefits coming in for you. So opportunities, good luck, but it's normally luck that has been earned, okay? Things will be rapid with this card. Rapid opportunities, rapid things coming up for you to take advantage of. So move quickly to take advantage of them, because they will disappear quite quickly as well. So it's a fast moving energy, this. You can't just wait for things to fall in your lap. Things will, but you will need to anchor the benefits. You will need to anchor the blessings and the opportunities that come to you. So you really got to keep your hand on things. You've got to work at it to actually harness everything that's coming to you. Because it's a return card, Jupiter does a rotation around your chart roughly every 12 years. So something from anywhere up to 12 years, it could be 10 years ago, it could have been less than that, but something from the past or someone may come back into your life at this time. So this is something that perhaps just kind of dwindled, or it never went anywhere, or it was a plan or a project or something that you wanted to initiate. It never happened. It kind of died, or it ended, or it never took off, or it got shelved, or it just wasn't the right time, or whatever. So something or someone from the past comes back into your life, but they come bearing benefits. So it's something that bears fruit, if we could put it that way. Okay, so keep a lookout for that. That may be happening for you. But overall, this card is about joy. It's about happiness. It's about contentment, and it can also be completion, because it's a return. So something may be completing at this time, and this is very satisfying for you. So it could be a completion, or just a general completion is going on in your life, and this is now going to free you to move in a direction which is really appropriate for you at this time. Because you did have an endings card in your 4th house as well, and there's a lot of partnership card, there's a lot of moving forward card, there's a lot of analysis. So it just seems to me that you are really closing a lot of doors, and you'll be giving a lot of opportunities to move forward now. So this kind of completion is probably really appropriate right now. You could also be receiving relief or rescue of some kind from difficult circumstances, or from things that weren't working for you. Suddenly the wheel has turned and those blocks have been removed, and now you are moving forward again. It could also be the return of faith. Perhaps you've lost your faith in a deeper relationship, a committed relationship, or it could just be that things went through a really tough patch, and because this is the house of regeneration and renewal, now all of a sudden things have come in to lift the energy, and you receive an incredible boost, and it leads to regeneration or renewal of some kind. But it could also just be the faith in yourself and in this other significant person, or it could just be faith in certain things in the 8th house. There's generosity with this card. Rewards may be coming in as well for you. As I said, it's normally earned luck or earned rewards. It could also be with Jupiter. Sometimes you can be overspending, so just be aware of that. Jupiter sometimes can make you so joyful and generous that you overspend or you overdo things. It could be over opinionated as well. So anything over the top falls under Jupiter. So just rein that in, but work in this house to bring your benefits in. Then in the 9th house we have Aquarius. I know 9th house is your house of all things international, all things foreign. So you could be meeting people who are like this from other places, or you could be traveling, long distance travel to international countries, or it could be that you're interacting with people online who are foreign or different from you. And it could be also that you're learning about things, and this is normally university level education or adult education, and it can also be understanding the deeper concepts of philosophy, religion, and belief systems of all kinds. That all falls under the 9th house, as does public relations, public promotions, publishing. Teaching also falls under the 9th house. You may be a teacher, or you may be wanting to teach or learn to teach, or you may be receiving instruction at this time. It's also the house of the search for meaning, deeper meaning in life. It's the search for wisdom. It's the search for the truth. And therefore, when you do that, you use your intuition. So it's all intuitive processes fall under the 9th house. It's also the house of law. And the higher courts. So whether you're learning about that, it's a profession for you, however it's coming into your life. You could also have a legal matter which you are dealing with at this time. Yeah, so it's quite a broad house. So now with Aquarius, I know coming into this house, it is saying that you could be getting glimpses of the future in this house. So you're either watching future trends, or you can track future trends, or you are getting insight. This is like realization. This is like light bulbs going off. You're getting deeper realizations, or you're getting glimpses of the way things are moving, whether this is on a global situation or whether it's to do with yourself. It's an intuition, it's a realization, inner knowing. And this is going to guide you in some way. You're also going to be receiving the support of friends and alliances at this time in this house. All things foreign, exotic, unusual, unconventional will be coming to you as well. So this could be people, places, things, subjects, anything you're learning, interactions with anything like that. But it's all foreign, exotic, unusual, or unconventional. It could even be travel to high places. So this would be like mountainous areas, or it could just be international travel in general. It could even be a project that you're busy with now, it'll be falling into the unusual or the unconventional, or it's groundbreaking in some way, or it's exotic. It could be a form of study that you're taking now. This card also rules technology. So this is normally advanced tech. So if that's not necessarily for you, then it could just be upgrades for you. So you using more advanced tech than you are used to, or it could be a new phone or a new tablet or some kind of program on your phone. But more advanced tech comes in for you. It also covers science fiction, astrology, invention, and it also involves reasoning, using your reasoning abilities, science, physics. Also social reform and global consciousness all falls in under this card. So any one of these could be activated for you in the 9th house. Then in the 10th house we have Chiron healing. 10th house is the house of your career, fame, reputation, and your public status, which could be changing at this time. So you could go from employed to unemployed, or from an employer to an employee, or you could be going from married to divorced, or single to married. Your public status could be changing in a number of ways. You could be famous and then retiring, something like that. So it's also the house of authority figures. So this can represent authority figures in your life, whether it's personally like a parent in your home, or it could be in your workplace or a career, or it could just be somebody that you admire at this time. 10th house also represents authoritative institutions. So this can be government, military, the police, legal. Okay, so now with this card coming in, this can be seen in a couple of ways, but it's basically saying that it's like I do feel it's about a recurring issue. And I do feel that this is, because of the way your chart has gone, that this is about you constantly not following your calling or not following your natural interests. Okay, so this is something that's come up again and again. It's surfaced again and again. You've been given the opportunity to follow it and you haven't. It's got that energy about it. So it could be that, or it could be old reoccurring issues or experiences which were painful or very difficult to navigate are coming back at you more than once. It could be very old. It could even be karmic, but it can also be something that has happened, you know, in the last few years, and it's coming up again, and it's bringing up all those same feelings that you had at that time. This is about healing that. So the only way to deal with that whole thing is to actually pull that whatever experience or want or need is into your life, bring it into the light, acknowledge what function it has had in your life, because it's had a purpose. Whatever went down or whatever it is that you have been ignoring has a purpose. And it's there because it's supposed to be there, and it has a function. So you must acknowledge that it has a function. You must appreciate it, and you must accept it. And as soon as you do that, you bring it into the light, you accept it, and you release all the difficult situations and feelings around that. You acknowledge that it's had a function in your life, and then you can let it go, and then you can move forward. This is the healing process that goes on with Chiron. So any of those areas could be coming in for you, but it is also about learning and teaching, and your experiences that you've had in life, or you finding your true calling, or following your own personal interests and true calling at last. You may be able to teach others to do the same thing. So it's got a learning and a teaching aspect to it as well. Or you could just be learning more about this thing that you have suppressed, or this calling or this interest of yours which you have suppressed or just haven't followed, and now you really get the opportunity to do it again. And this is going to open many doors for you. So it's learning more about that, sharing knowledge and so on. But it is also, this card also brings in the understanding of, or the enjoyment of, or the use of natural remedies, alternative healing and therapies, chiropractic, homeopathy, natural remedies, home remedies, naturopathy, anything to do with that, herbalism, anything natural, any natural remedy or any alternative healing practice may be very appropriate for you in order to find your healing or to get therapy or to deal with certain things. But it could also be learning about this interest. Perhaps you solve something for yourself, you study it more, and then you can take it and show others the same thing. Or you can be counseling others. Or you could be writing and publishing and learning about a specific hobby or interest that you have. It could be herbs, growing herbs and writing about that, or just bottling it, or whatever is going to be appropriate for you. Nature is very strongly attached to this card, so it's all natural things. It can be medicinal as well, so don't ignore that. But it has got that element to it. It's about learning, understanding, any of those things. It could just be purely for yourself, but because it's falling in your career house, it's got that element to it as well. Just be careful. You may also have a bit of an accident or a fall or something that could occur at this time, and therefore the seeking of natural remedies or alternative healing may come in for you. The 11th house is the house of friendships. It's also the house of your personal hopes and dreams and your interests, your hobbies. It's also the house of your contacts and your networks and any group activities that you may be involved in. So this can be being a book club or a society or an association or a group of companies or anything like that where you are involved in others in a common endeavor. So Aries, it's another action card coming in for you. So in this house, you're going to be feeling stirred or motivated in some way. But it's a very strong card. It's a very action-oriented card. So it's going to stir you up to take action, to follow your dreams and interests. And I feel that this is important because it's a common theme this month. Follow your dreams and your interests. But the action you need to take, it needs to be measured and disciplined. Measured and disciplined focus to get the most out of this card. It's a no-nonsense card. And this can be your approach to friendships as well, or whatever else is going on in the 11th house. It could be to your contacts and your networks. It could be to your interests, your hobbies. But it's take action, no nonsense. Let's get this done. No game playing. You may have a challenge or a competition within this, or you may be feeling very ambitious at this time. But it's fast-moving energy. And you really are, I feel, going to need to harness your contacts and networks at this time, or even in your friendships. Perhaps you really need to get up front with certain people at this time. You're just going to have to see how this plays out for you. But it's a very no-nonsense, very action-oriented card, but again, measured and disciplined action. Avoid quick temper or being overly aggressive or rash behavior, because that won't help you, especially in a group setting. Okay. Then in the 12th house, we have another lovely card. Jupiter Abundance is coming in for you. So this is 12th house is your house of your unconscious. This is your house of which rules probably about 90% of our lives, unconscious. So this will be your hidden motivations, your drives, your inner complexities, who you are under the surface. It's all about that. It's also about, this is the house you go. And you need time on your own to actually work through different things, perhaps in a retreat or a sort of seclusion of some kind. That's the 12th house. It's also the house of your spirituality, your spiritual life, your meditation, your mysticism, and where you go for healing as well. You may be involved in the healing profession. You may be involved in service work to others that can come into the 12th house. Helping professions, quite a few people have 12th house strongly if they're in that, healing professions. It's also the house of escapism. So this can be just having a break, withdrawing or retreating or going on a yoga retreat, a little escape away from the humdrum or from certain issues to find balance, spirituality and healing and so on. But it can also be too much of a good thing or too much of something, and then it becomes an addiction. And that can be an escapism of any kind or an addiction of any kind. This house also does have a resolutions and endings aspect to it. It also has, it's got karmic lessons attached to it. It's also the house where you can meet twin flames as well. So it's quite a broad house. It also is on a practical level when you are interacting in institutions of all kinds. So this can be in a hospital or a prison or a government institution. It could even be a university or a library. Any kind of institution, it's your experiences there while you are there. So now with Jupiter Abundance coming in, it's a lovely card to be having in. Again, it's the second Jupiter card you've had. So this is, I feel, because it's the 12th house, you could be getting resolution to difficulties that you have faced, whether this is internal or with addictions or with old attitudes or things that have been holding you back, blocks in your personality or in your inner core. So resolution to that could be coming for you with Jupiter. You could be dropping old mindsets that have been holding you back. You could also be just generally having a rescue or relief from something, or strength in order to tackle something. But it's a very light, much lighter, brighter, more positive energy coming in for you to lift you up in your 12th house. It can bring confidence in. It can bring joy, generosity. You could be on the receiving end of generosity, or you could be feeling so much brighter that you are feeling generous with your time, your energy, your love, or whatever. It could be somebody coming in for you who brings these elements into you and activates the joy and generosity, or the joy and the happiness for you. But it could also be that you're having a breakthrough of some kind, however that applies for you in this house. But it can also be divine intervention or divine help in some way to overcome something, or to give you a boost to tackle something, or to just lift you out of a situation, or to lift your mindset. You know, you can expect blocks that you have been facing to be removed or just to dissolve away. But you will, with this, you will still need to work to anchor your blessings, to work to anchor the rewards that come with this card. And that goes hand in hand with your first house, because I feel if you can anchor this and you can work with the Jupiter energy in your 12th house, then the first house rising of your hidden talents and abilities and harnessing all of that and the rewards that come with that and the achievement that comes with that will be activated. It could be the karmic trigger that you need to move you forward at this time. So there's a lot of movement going on and a lot of potential for you at this time in your chart. Hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Have a wonderful month. Take care, and I will see you next time.